Welcome, everyone. I'm honored to be your host today. My name is April J. Ford. I'm the author of the bestsellers You're Not Alone and Chase the Challenge and Conquer. I'm also a purpose-driven entrepreneur and a philanthropist, but some just call me the alchemist of adversity. I'm really passionate about inspiring and empowering women to find the gold in life's challenges. To find out more about my work, you can go to either www.joysofya.com, or if you'd like to be part of the community supporting widows and abused women and youth, go to the nonprofit website, joysgift.org. So getting to today's show, the purpose of Journey to Success is to interview people who are making a difference in the world and to help really encourage and inspire others to do the same with their lives. So my guests today are two amazing women, Sharon Lechter and Agata Klimczak. Sharon Lechter is not only a CPA, a chartered global management accountant, but is a recognized and international champion for financial literacy education. As an entrepreneur, author, philanthropist, presidential advisor to two presidents, and a national spokesperson for the AICPA Financial Literacy Commission, Sharon has dedicated her life to improving our financial well-being. As the founder and CEO of Pay Your Family First, an organization dedicated to teaching the practical skills that will give new generation self-assurance to become masters instead of slaves to their money. Sharon is also the author of the best-selling books, Think and Grow Rich for Women, Outwitting the Devil, 3 Feet from Gold, Save Wisely, Spend Happily, and Rich Dad, Poor Dad. In 2013, Sharon received the designation of the AICPA Financial Literacy Champion, received the 2013 Women of the Year Award from National Bank of Arizona, and was honored by Arizona Business Magazine as of the 50 most influential women in Arizona business. Sharon actively participates in other women's organizations, including the national board position for Women's President's Organization, Empower Her, and Enterprising Women magazine. Sharon lives each day in pursuit of and to inspire others to achieve a life of success and significance. Agata Klimczak, when she was only 25, a Polish native, immigrated to Canada. After starting from scratch to an unfamiliar new country, Agata grew into a successful, dynamic leader in network marketing and business. Today, she's creating new opportunities for other female entrepreneurs at all stages of their careers through the Brilliant Minded Women Network. Agata worked in network marketing and tourism for over 12 years before entering the field of network marketing with the global coffee brand and distributor, Organo Gold, where she has reached one of the highest positions in the company. As a diamond consultant, she created and manages a successful team of 2,000 distributors. She has performed over 100 keynote addresses in North America and Europe and expanded the company into Poland. When she's not at her day job, Agata is raising 2 children and volunteers her time supporting children's and women's organizations. As the founder of the Brilliant Minded Women Network, her vision is to acknowledge women's achievements and leadership, raise funds for local and international causes, and celebrate women's importance in the world. She continues to be strong, inspirational, successful women, bringing women in the business to the forefront. Welcome to Journey to Success, Sharon and Agata. Glad to have you both with us. How are you, ladies, today?
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Excited to be with you today. This is Sharon.
Yes, this is Agata. Thank you so much. I'm feeling amazing. So I'm glad I have opportunity to be with you ladies online at this moment.
Yeah, so am I. I'm so excited to have 2 amazing women on the show today. And Sharon, you're no stranger here on Journey to Success. Our paths seem to cross occasionally when you're here in California at several events, as well as Lake Las Vegas. And always a pleasure to be in the forefront, just knowing what you're doing and what you're working on, because you're always in, as we call it, in the game. But tell us, where are you at? What are you working on right now?
Well, I'm actually at the airport on my way to Boston. I'll be speaking at Harvard this weekend at the Harvard Leadership Talent Conference, and then I head from Boston down to Washington, D.C. I'm going to be meeting with U.S. congressmen to submit a bill in January that will require financial education for any students in college that are getting federal student loans. It's kind of like the highlight of my career, so very excited about that.
Amazing.
Then I come home for a day and I head to Canada to be at the Brilliant Minded Gala for Women. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to being there.
Yeah, and Agata, you know what? I had a pleasure of having one of your keynote presenters for Brilliant Minded Women just recently, Shannon McFarland, and wow, what a powerhouse between her, Sharon, and yourself. Tell us, the history of Brilliant Minded Women, why you created it, and definitely why is it an event that we wouldn't want to miss out there in Toronto?
Yes, thank you. Well, Toronto is close to my heart because that's where I'm building the business and living in Niagara Falls for 25 years. I was constantly travel to Toronto. So finally, after spending a year in Europe, I decided to come back and step into the huge environment of GTA and decided, well, the brilliant idea came to me. So created the Brilliant Minded Woman organization because for the years and years I've been involved in helping and advising and looking into donating. My daughter is very much involved with the McGill University when she opened new faculty for social business, and she worked closely with the significant, brilliant entrepreneurs globally. So I said, what I can do here locally for women, because I see how many women organizations struggle day by day to achieve the goals that they set up. And nobody recognized them for it. So I said, well, why don't we do something extraordinary for all of us? And, acknowledge ourselves and acknowledge women's existence in the world. And that's how the Brilliant Minded Woman organization came to my mind. And I said, that's it. I will pursue, and I was fortunate, I have to say. Thank you so much, Sharon, that you your answer was yes, to come to Canada, because you're definitely a leader by example. And
right.
To have you here next week, it will be absolutely stunning and pleased. So we are eager to hear from you and from Shauna as well, yes, another speaker. So I'm hoping the beginning of Brilliant Minded Women organization, it will be just the way it should be for every woman across the globe.
Right, and I think it's phenomenal that you think you're creating a network of like-minded, successful entrepreneurial women, and basically a resource to them of having that mentorship and leadership, learning from Sharon, who's going to be on stage sharing her words of wisdom and her experience. Sharon, can you give us a little bit of, a taste as to what the audience can expect when you hit the stage there in Toronto?
Well, absolutely. First, I'm going to applaud the organization because they are doing exactly what I was driving towards in my book, Think and Grow Rich for Women, that came out earlier this year, and that is to change the dialogue. So many women are out there still complaining about a male-led world and complaining and criticizing, and we've come so far and accomplished so many wonderful things that it's really time for us to start celebrating each other, and that's exactly what the Brilliant Minded Women's Organization is all about. It's celebrating one another and helping pave the way for mentorship and support for each other through an entrepreneurial world, not to the exclusion of men, because it's when you have both men and women at the table, you get the greatest outcome.
Exactly. And we'll touch on that topic a little bit. I'm glad you brought it up, Sharon, about just having that open dialogue of where we're at today as successful women, but also balancing the perception that it's a male, predominantly male-dominated world when it comes to business. And we'll touch on that a little bit later. But, when I was looking at the brilliantmindedwoman.com website, Agata, I think you had a blog on there that shared, you call it your 10 awesome networking strategies. And could you elaborate a little bit on more?
Well, of course, it is about the collaboration and between the women, right? We have to helping each other, and I feel when women come together and support each other, incredibly outcome can result, right? So I wanted to bring a community of women together so they can do business with each other and have a support system if they need it. So that's why we have a strategy. So we decided, and we're looking for advice of from any platform of business and opportunities. So am I strategize strictly? Not. We will decide it month by month what the topic is, what we're looking for, how the business should be carried, especially here in GTA, because there's so much movement and so much changes in Canada and especially in Ontario. So I'm hoping that my organization on the monthly routine is going to be incredibly supportive and helpful for many entrepreneurs and the businesses here.
Right, right. Now, since the format of Brilliant Minded Women is to, again, as we explained, is to really create that healthy atmosphere where women can grow both, in their business and personally, let's address some of the challenges we face as women in business. And, Sharon brought it up when it comes to celebrating one another or being in a male-dominated industry. What are 2 or 3 things that come to your mind when it comes to challenges we face as women in business?
Are you asking me?
Oh, either Sharon or Agata.
Sharon,
yeah. And I'll
Sharon,
my input after you guys. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Sharon,
I'd be happy to answer.
Please, thank
I'd be happy to answer that one. Absolutely. I think without a doubt, the number one issue facing women is a lack of self-confidence. And men have no problem standing up and saying, I'm an expert. Women tend to say, oh, I'm pretty good at that. And so the drive is through organizations like this one, where women get together and support each other. Let's admit that we may not be the greatest promoter for ourselves, but we can certainly promote the heck out of each other. And so by working together and supporting each other, through that action, we can build that self-confidence that we all need, because it is through that collaboration. We talk about the world of business. It's never been a better time for women to be in business. The old dog-eat-dog industrial age competitive environment is gone. Today, the world of business is a much more collaborative, cooperative, much more people look for strategic partners. 2 people who would have been competitors 10 years ago now come together and work together for a greater result. And that dynamic is very conducive for women, very positive and very supportive of women entrepreneurs. And so it's through organizations like this where women come together and they can learn technical skills, but more importantly, the personal skills to stand up in their own power and create success and significance in their lives.
Yeah, I think that's pretty profound on what you said. When we can promote each other, it also builds our inner confidence. I mean, at least for me, my original trade was actually in engineering for Intel Corporation, and being in that role, going to school and being in a technical field, there weren't too many women role models. So to have, an organization like Brilliant Minded Women where you can build your confidence and, like you said, Sharon, stand in your power and have that confidence that, yes, you are the expert and you're there to grow. There's a place and resource for you to seek mentorship and coaching from other women.
Yes, if I may.
It's so very important.
Oh, go ahead, Agata.
Yes, I agree with Sharon. It is very important. And if I say the personal growth for women, we definitely, that's the main key, because we finish a great schools. We do been hired by the corporations. We achieve the positions that they are challenges sometimes for us in many ways. But we still struggle with the personal skills, how to handle between, between to be a mother, to be a friend, and to be an entrepreneur. And at the same time, we want to be a philanthropist. So we do definitely, and Sharon, thank you so much for bringing to this attention, and I hope you will point it on that subject when you are here with us in Toronto, the personal growth, how to overcome the fear, how to overcome the personal eye in the mirror on another side, and become a stronger and supportive for another women in this society.
Well, absolutely. And what you just said is also so important. So many of us, I can't stand the term work-life balance because so many women beat themselves up and feel guilt and worry about that they never feel like they're balanced. And I joke and say my next book is going to be Balance BS. I don't use bad words, but it stands for Before Sharon, because I want the last chapter of my book, Think You're Rich for Women, I talk about one big life. It's not an issue of work-life balance. It's about the fact that each and every one of us, we have a spiritual life, we have a physical life, we have a mental life, we have a business life, we have a family life. And all of those pieces come together to create who we are. And if you get up in the morning and you feel like you spent too much time at work yesterday, just make a different decision today. But don't beat yourself up about what happened yesterday, because you can't change that. Just go into every new day and make the decision that's right for you so that you can integrate all aspects of your life and have one big life.
Yes, exactly. I totally agree, Sharon, with the word balance. Even when I'm blogging or even my own books, I put that little caveat statement of the keyword balance. Don't take it to the dictionary literally, because there's no perfect balance. I mean, as women, I talked about in You're Not Alone, my latest publication, it's, we tend to have so many roles and responsibilities from, the mother, the wife, the entrepreneur, or the corporate ladder climber. Then you're also a volunteer in your community. You're managing all these roles and responsibilities, and sometimes we tend to overcompensate in the other areas. The other areas, like you mentioned, Sharon, our spirituality, our health and wellness, our well-being. It could be our business. It could be relationships, our personal or business relationships. So it's a matter of, okay, what do we do to have a successful life that encompasses all of that? And Agata, and having the Brilliant Minded forum or collaborative where we can address some of these issues, we can help women guide them as they're creating their life and fulfilling their dreams.
Yes, that's correct.
It's so important because when you talk about balance, understand that each and every one of us has choices that we make every single day. And if you look up the word balance in the dictionary, it means not moving. So about the only thing balance is good for is yoga. I don't know any woman who isn't constantly on the go, always multitasking, keeping lots of balls in the air. And so to try and reach this impossible mission called balance is simply wasting precious time today thinking and dreaming for this unattainable goal. Choose to enjoy every aspect. Live in the moment. Be the best mother. Be the best businesswoman. Be the best wife, the best partner. That's your opportunity to create success in your life.
Right, and that paints a picture when you said, balance, and the true definition is not moving. I mean, who wants to live a life of no growth or no positive changes and you're not moving? That's not life. That's not living life at all.
It's definitely not reality. And
right,
so we're going to be talking about that in Canada too. And I want to make sure people that are listening know we want to invite all of them to come be with us in Toronto. And let's tell them how they can find out more about the event, because it's an incredible annual gala, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I got to share the website, and we'll also make sure we have it at the end and on the website as well. It's November, what's the date? Saturday?
November 22nd, Saturday, November 22nd, yes. At the Paramount Convention Center. So it definitely will be the evening to remember with the elegance, sophistication. We will have that will be broadcasted. We will have interviews, excellent gourmet meals, champagne, gifts, and of course, extraordinary, incredible speakers to will take the breath away from us, and some little fashion show to show the ladies how they can dress and on the daily basis, not for the gala evenings, but just for the business and to be casual and the same elegant at the same time. So all together there will be evening just to forget about the stress, about the issues at home, at work, and just enjoy it, celebrate, and bring your goals to the next level. So when they leave, it's not just, they will not treat this as another dinner, another evening. No, it will carry them through the year for the achievements they set them up for themselves that night.
Yeah, and I think, I love the key words that both you and Sharon keep emphasizing is really, celebrate. Each of us are, at different stages and phases, not only in our personal life, but our business. But when we can celebrate what we've accomplished and what's still ahead of us, of having that network to show us, I think that's an awesome event to be at and to take part of.
Yes, we've all heard the comment: your net worth is equal to your network. But it truly is the secret sauce of anybody's success is who you associate with, your associations, those people that help get you where you want to go, and those people who open doors of opportunity for you. And that's the power of being in an organization like Agata. It is so important to let these women have that time to network and to support each other and work together to create greater exponential results.
Right.
And yes, that's the key. That's the key of the Brilliant Married Woman organization. And whatever they want to do or achieve during a year, I believe you actually have a fundraiser that night that you actually generously support a nonprofit. Can you share about that? Yes. This is very important to me and very close to the heart because Canadian Center Abuse Awareness. It's just it's an international organization, and it's helping so many children, women, even men if they need, and to be part of it and collaborate with Ellen Campbell, who is the founder of the Canadian Center Abusive Awareness. It's a thrill for me because I am zero tolerant for abuse. So if we can do anything in this matter against the bullying at school, against elderly bullying and the abuse, I witness so much, and I witness also work of the Canadian Center personally, what they achieve, what they still achieving, and how the plans are prospering. So that's important, and to raise the money for them, and whatever we have, quite frankly, left from whatever it's paid after the dinner, everything goes to the nonprofit charity, and that organization try to help at least 200,000 people per year.
Wow.
So we are also a huge part of the positive movement to change, people's life. Not only in Canada, but generally whoever asks for them. So this is great, and I am very pleased that Canadian Center Aware of Abuse Awareness are willing to willing to work with Brilliant Minded Women and accept an invitation and help through the event that we are offering them.
Yes, I think that's very important when it comes to creating the awareness and building that strong community of having everybody involved and building that resource. I mean, my heart is just fluttering right now because that's the thread of my personal story coming, from a detrimental and dysfunctional childhood households, you know, where abuse was an everyday thing, from mental, physical, emotional, and even sexual abuse. And that's why I'm so passionate about inspiring other women to really thrive in their life and get out of survival mode and live your dreams, because it is possible, you know, for people like myself that have gone through the worst and worst that you can possibly think of in life, that still come out to where we are and having the platform to do so. I highly, you know, my hat's off to you, Agata, for doing that.
Thank you so much. And that evening will be just beginning from, you know, helping them. We will be raise money during a year, and we will observing the Brilliant Minded will pay attention to who we're helping, how we're helping. So it's important because the Canadians, the CCAA, how we shortly say, it's not only focusing on one subject. You know, they help everybody. If the shelter needs a new roof, or somebody needs new bedding, furniture, clothes, coaching sessions, even do makeup for the interview, helping to find a job, you name it, from the even bury children that they were abandoned. I am thrilled, and I am so pleased that we can do even one little drop in the ocean, that we can help and continue to do the good job after they
right. Well, that one drop is a ripple effect. Yeah.
Well, it's an organization that's giving a hand up instead of a hand out, and helping empower young women to start their lives anew with hope instead of fear.
Mm-hmm. Especially the younger generation of the youth, because, you know, that's our futures in the hands of the youth of today.
Yes, Generation Y, those millennials, that generation is bigger than baby boomers. So definitely by the year 2025, 75% of the workforce will be Gen Y.
Now, speaking of that generation, you know, what would you ladies, what would be your top, let's say, 2 to 3 words of wisdom for female entrepreneurs who are, you know, really embarking on their entrepreneurship, whether, you know, she's doing it part-time or full-time? What would be your do's and don'ts?
Well, I think it's really understand how you're using your time. It's, you know, it's not just your money, but your time that determines whether you're successful. Time is really the one limited resource we all have. And so it's very important to be realistic about what you can do and what you can accomplish. And don't try to go it alone would be my second one. Again, that power of working together and finding people that have been where you want to go and can help speed your pathway there is so important. Having the right mentors, having the right advisors who can truly give you sage advice instead of just opinions, that will help you succeed much more quickly. And don't be afraid to ask for help. So many women try to do it on their own. They're afraid to ask for help. And that fear does one of two things. It paralyzes you or motivates you. And I want women to stop allowing fear to paralyze themselves, but use it as motivation to reach out and get the support you need to get to the next level.
Yes, I love that. Agata, did you want to add anything?
No, actually, that's the last thing what Sharon mentioned, ask for help, because especially what I observe in the network, in the business today, women try to stand on the same level as men do, and they think they do alone. Of course, they always ask for help as well, pretty much women. And we think if we ask for help, it's almost like we are begging somebody. So I agree 100% that asking for help and set up the goals and set up the proper time, that's the key. What I even needed to set up for myself, because I agree, Sharon, with you, I was definitely doing a lot of my own, thinking I have to prove something or to someone to be accepted or recognized. And that's definitely is changing. And there's a progress, and I'm willing to share that also in the future with another women and be stand by example how I done personally with it.
Yeah, that's a good point, Agata, when you said, asking for help, and that's really a true mark of, leadership. Leadership is when you're able to share and delegate roles and responsibilities, and it's not about, we do everything and we can't ask for help. That's another leadership component when it comes to business. I think for me, just to add a little bit with what Sharon touched on when it comes to, really finding or seeking a mentor or coach, because, from my personal experience, I found that it enabled me to collapse my time frame to success. Someone that I can look up to that not only has the results that I would also like, but what I tell people is, find out how they got the results, because you want to make sure that the person that you're following is in alignment of who you are. And the second thing would be, it's really knowing what we as entrepreneurs need now versus next. And the key is really strategy and sequence, because I think all of us have that entrepreneurial blood within us, or the entrepreneurial itch of we need everything right now, and we do everything right now when we've got to learn timing, sequence, and strategy.
Sequence is a very important word for those of us who tend to be, act and then think. It's important to have that strategic plan and understand what the strategy should be and which ones should be follow and which ones come first. So that's a very important point.
Yeah, I think there's a famous picture out there on the internet where it describes an entrepreneur jumping out off a cliff, and it's like entrepreneur jumps off and builds the plane as they go down. But yeah, sequence and strategy is key, because we're all ambitious.
And I think we come back to how we spend our time. It's so important. Women particularly, we try to be all things to all people. And every woman on this call that's listening, I'm sure, has their to-do list and things need to get done today. And I challenge women, create 1, 2, or 3 things you can stop doing and start delegating, start hiring them out, and value your own time. Give yourself a raise by delegating tasks that you do each and every day and hiring someone to do them for you.
Right. Now, before we close out, Sharon and Agata, again, I appreciate your time here on Journey to Success. If you could leave any, last tips to our listeners, or maybe your website and a closing remark for each of you.
Well, I'll go first, because I think I really want to encourage everyone to come see us, and I really want to applaud Agata for her organization and what she's doing. I'm very excited about coming to Toronto. I have my coat ready, but I think it's going to be a wonderful night of celebration and wonderful opportunity. But everyone, whether you can be there or not, each and every one of us is the CEO of our own life. Nobody can control our life but us. The choices we make each and every day either drive us to success or take us in the other direction. And so today is a new day, and make sure that the choices you're making with how you spend your money, how you spend your time, and also what are your strategies? What is it that you want to achieve? And keep your eye on the goal and create opportunities for yourself by being in charge of your own life.
Wow, Agata.
Did we lose her? Agata?
Agata, are you on mute?
I heard a bleep. I think maybe we might have lost her.
Hello, I'm here. Hello.
Oh, there you are.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
I don't know. I just
Agata.
saw all of a sudden. Yes, well, I'm looking forward to the incredible evening. And as we say, the being a brilliant woman is choosing a new life today with a better tomorrow for all, right? And having available support and inspiration to grow into the fulfillment of our purpose is what we value the most and what we offer to the world. So if I can change with this distinguished guests, if I can change even one life and inspire others, and the brilliant-minded woman will carry on with the respect, dignity, support, achievements, recognition, well-being, and it's going to be a thrill. And I encourage everybody to go to the website, www.brilliantmindedwoman.com, and find more information how to reserve the tickets and be part of the legacy of that evening. And I truly believe that it will be not only recognition for the ladies, but a gift to carry for a long, long time, no matter if they will share that with others, use it for themselves in the daily basis, or just remember. Definitely will be the evening to remember for a long, long time.
Yes, yes.
Looking forward to for Sharon to see you next week. I'm reserving great weather. Yes, coat is required, please. But unfortunately, that's Canada, beautiful Canada. But you definitely will experience a warmth from Canadian women's hearts. So definitely will be a thrill for you.
Beautifully said. Yeah.
And thank you, April, for all that you do.
Thank you, ladies. You know what? I wish nothing but love and success and prosperity at the event. I've never been to Canada. Hopefully that'll be on my radar soon. All right, Journey to Success listeners, that's our show today with Sharon Lechter and Agata Klimczak. Until next time, I'm April J. Ford, and I'll leave you with, don't stand behind your dreams, you follow it, live it, and remember to share and spread your joys and blessings. Bye for now, everybody.
Thank you so much, April, and welcome to the Brilliant Minded Woman